Okay, so I am back. Yeah, man. So the one thing I didn't quite anticipate for when I started this whole Lent 40 days of conquering fear is the level of excitement that would come with it. So most people don't know this, but at this point in time in my life, I started getting a little bit, I guess, bored is the wrong word, but it's the best word I can think of. I get a little bit bored with my career, what I was doing. I was very used to it, and it just didn't move me as much anymore. I wasn't like waking up like excited all the time, and I don't like that. My whole life is usually based around passion. I'm a Scorpio, so you have to expect that. But since I started this kind of like transformation and this fight against fear, I couldn't sleep one night because I was like, I'm so excited about what I want to do and all these different ideas, all these things that I'm passionate about. And then the next morning I'm up and I'm barely sleeping, but I can make it through the day because I'm just excited to get stuff done and to get stuff started and just like kind of give in to like my whim and give in to my dreams. And with that being said, this morning I woke up. Saturday morning is perfect for me for this. Is I go on YouTube and I put on TED Talks and I kind of just scroll through their list of videos and just see whatever title stands out to me that day. And this time, the one video that stood out to me was by Emily Wapnick. Yeah, and so she was talking about multi-potentialites, which is a fairly new term for me. And I've actually seen this video before, but it never resonated with me the way that it did this morning. And so it just talks about people who have multiple passions and multiple areas of interest, and they sometimes get bored and they move on to other things. And they feel very isolated in a society that pushes you to be focused and to have one passion, one dream, and what do you want to be when you grow up type mentality. And I've never quite been that. And so I named my business Renaissance. I mean, when I started my business, because I was doing interior design, I was doing photography, I was doing videography, and because those are all things that I liked. And so in my head, I was like, I'm going to build an umbrella company. I'm going to be able to do all my passions under that company. Time didn't quite let that continue for a long period of time. I had to focus on one, which was design, because it was taking so much of my time and to build that business, which I don't regret at all. It's been great. But it also allowed me to have photography and other forms of expression as hobbies. And it wasn't the pressure of like having to make money on it. I could just do it for fun. And so I appreciate having it that way. And so now I'm trying to figure out a way to stay focused, which is one of my goals this year. I actually started doing a personal development program for this year, and it helps you with goal setting and pretty much creating a blueprint to be able to accomplish all these major goals. But part of that program makes you focus it down to just 3 goals, which was like agonizing for me. But one of those goals I have is having a very like focused business. So something that is complete branding, and everything that I do and everything that I take on is toward the stuff that I love. Doing bachelor pads, doing renovations, urban homes, small spaces, that type of stuff. And so how do I love all these passions and during these 40 days pursue all these different things that come to my mind, all these ideas, and still hold true to that focus that I want to do for this year? And then she mentioned something in the TED Talk. She was saying that people who are multi-potentialites, one area that they have a strong strength, yeah, is idea synthesis. And in that, you're able to take 2 different genres, 2 different industries, and combine them together and find that intersection point where there's innovation, where you can come up with something completely new because of your ability to be passionate about multiple things. So I had an idea forever ago, and I have never pursued it, and I think now is the perfect time than any other time is when I am conquering fear. I finished a project in DC, and I never made a video for it. And if you see my YouTube list, you see all my videos. I love shooting videos of my space. And I've always wanted to be, among many things, a director of photography for cinema. I've always wanted to make movies and be a videographer and just make amazing scenes that speak almost as loud, if not more loud than louder. My English is bad sometimes. Louder than the characters themselves. They're just the cinematography and the overall atmosphere of the film. A film like Ida has one that really inspired me by the way that they shot it, and I thought it was very powerful. And so I was like, I can finally take this dream, and what I want to do is I want to create a mini movie. I want to create a short film that's less than 10 minutes long, and the main character is actually going to be the home, the space that I've already designed. And everybody else that falls into the movie is just going to be supporting characters. So the story is completely surrounded by the textures and the atmosphere and the way that the space flows. And the story kind of unfolds around that based on how that space is designed. And it's going to be extremely emotive, very sensual. I'm excited about it because I've seen it so much in my head, and so now I've started writing the script for it, and just making moves is something that I once feared. I was like, no one does that. It's nothing that's appealing. There's no market for it. But who cares if there's a market for it? I want to do it, and I think it's going to be awesome, even if I'm the only one that likes it. And so that's what's happening now. I am going to be making this film. I'm going to make it through spring, only because I need the warm weather, because I have some outdoor shots, but I'm going to start making it now. So if anybody else wants to be a part of it for whatever reason, or have any questions or any comments about anything that we have going on for this 40 days, shoot me an email to my website. The link comes up after the video, and also probably under here or something. Maybe this is the link. Yeah, I'll edit that in later. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited, and that's the best feeling in the world for me right now, because I love feeling passionate about what I do, and I'm hoping that other people are feeling the same way. People who are pursuing something that they've put off for a long period of time, and even though we're 4 days in at this point, 3 to 4 days in, depending on when you watch this video, I feel the change, and I feel good about it. And so here we go. 36 more days to go. Thank you.